We're going to do the Happy National Bonfire Day.
Why can't I get rid of that piece of crap?
Are we live right now?
Mm-hmm. I can't get it to go away.
Pete, how do we do this?
What is going on?
What's the X do at the top right corner? Learn more. Welcome to the live chat.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
This
is what happens when
is
Generation
terrible.
X meets
this
YouTube.
Is terrible. There, it just went away. I guess we just had to give it 30 seconds to let it fade. So I got a comment tonight about someone talking about my Perception kayak.
Yeah, how you liking that so far?
Well, you know I like it. How are you liking yours? The one that's hanging in the barn. It hasn't been even used once in 2023.
Oh my gosh, it's terribly sad, but I'm preserving it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be a classic.
Welcome back to another live stream, everybody.
Woohoo.
And happy National Bonfire Day.
That it is.
And I see that my wife is on there. Hey, babe. How you doing?
Let's just be honest with everybody right now. This is more of a campfire than a bonfire. There's a lot of difference, in my opinion.
That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
We're just letting some people jump on here before we get rolling. Whew, I'm glad we got a fire tonight. It's getting a little chilly.
It is chilly. Are we below 40 yet, you think?
No, I think tonight's low is 46.
Oh.
Non-fire day. It's 46. Did not know. Oh, yeah, it's National Bonfire Day.
It is.
Sure is.
Yep.
I did not know that. Colonel made me aware of that tonight.
I got it in my phone. It reminds me every year. So I get a calendar, a Google Calendar alert.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I got your birthday in there too.
Oh my goodness. All right, so how you guys doing? We are doing good. Always on the go asks. Yeah, it's a cool, crisp, beautiful, calm evening here on Sunday night in Ohio. And I, to be honest with you, I didn't really want to do a live stream. I wasn't feeling it tonight, but it's National Bonfire Day.
You have
How
to.
could we not do a live stream? And the other reason we needed to do a live stream is because I released a video tonight. So if you have not got that notification or were not aware of it, I'm letting you know now. Another Mad River kayaking video has been released tonight at 7 o'clock. It was supposed to be 8 o'clock, but for some reason my computer did not get the memo. So it was not aware of the time change and it came out an hour early. But that was the conclusion of my section paddle on the Mad River. So hope you guys go out and enjoy that video. It was a good trip, and there was a surprise guest on that. Surprise guest on that trip. Did you know that?
I did not know that. I've not watched it yet. So
You haven't watched my video?
not yet. No.
You haven't had time, have
I
you?
haven't had time. No. I'd like to have watched it. We could have done like a director commentary
That would have been cool.
on live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Huh.
Well, hopefully some more people jump on here. This is
We got
this is
11
pretty
so
bad.
far.
Maybe
so
Sunday night is not the night to do a
this
live stream.
May not be.
Well, we got a couple topics we want to at least cover real quick. This is going to be a short live stream tonight. First on the list, we already alluded to it, the release of my final kayak section paddle on the Mad River. And we're going to discuss a little bit further and beyond that trip to a possible December southern kayak trip with me and the Colonel.
Deep South.
Tommy
Warm.
and I. Slow night. It is. Yeah. So we want your guys' help to help us figure out where to go in the South. I've gotten some comments on some previous videos about some rivers in Florida. I'm not sure I want to drive all the way to Florida. So that's why Colonel's going to drive. And we might go to Florida.
I mean, we have the minivan sitting right just off camera.
Man, I could almost turn the camera and show the minivan.
Well,
Right over there.
It's there.
But
so
we're going to put some kayak racks on that.
I've seen them on Amazon, and I think that'd be a
Kristen's
really
my wife's going to be our shuttle.
Nice. That's even better.
What are you going to do down there? She's going to go walk on the beach with her dog is what she's going to do.
Is what I'm really thinking is I really want blue water. I'm so tired of tanning water. I'd like to have blue, something tropical, I don't know.
Hey, brother.
White sand.
12 Stones Adventures.
Ooh, 12 Stones.
Good guy.
Yeah.
We'll have to make it down and meet up with him someday. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. We're going to talk about the FKT. Hey, there's Bob from Up Trail. Yeah, we'll get to the FKT here in a little bit. Just got a few updates about that. Okay, let's finish this kayak talk. Man, live.
Where can we go?
I need some warm southern weather for my hands.
We need warm water.
Everglades.
Warm
Man,
weather.
that's a long haul. Woo.
Isn't there stuff in the Everglades that would kill people like me? And maybe him? I don't know.
I don't mind kayaking with the gators. They don't bother me. I'm not going to paddleboard with the gators.
No, okay.
No thanks. Okay, so originally we were looking at there's a Buffalo River in Tennessee and a Buffalo River in Arkansas. They're both gorgeous. That light blue, crystal clear water with the cliffs and the rock outcroppings. I mean, Arkansas is probably a little more beautiful, that Buffalo River, but the one in Tennessee, it's only a 30-mile section. And I think it's going to be too cold in December. All the liveries are shut down, so we'd have to arrange all of our shuttles.
Well, too cold, but 30 miles is...
Yeah, that's a
30
long...
miles. That's
turn this towards you just to hear more. That's a long way to go for 30
I can
miles.
lean in. Okay.
We're thinking maybe northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, somewhere in Georgia. I know we looked at the Flint River and some other rivers in Georgia.
Honestly, if we're going much farther than Florida, I would just as soon go to Hawaii.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we're still putting together a list for our kayak trip. We have not done a southern winter kayak trip since when? Do you know, Colonel?
2018, Edisto River.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Comes up to Edisto Beach with
and who
Earl
was
Johnston.
Earl Johnston from
Edisto River
Edisto
Adventures.
River Adventures. We did 50 miles on that river. It was our first.
And it was a great river. I loved
Yeah.
it. That was still one of the top trips in my book.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
between
was.
that and the Ensemble.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about the Big Manistee, though?
I didn't do enough of it to make.
Oh.
I mean, we just did that short.
Oh, okay. You like the whole through paddle experience.
Yeah, even though we didn't through paddle the Edisto, we could
Yeah.
go back and finish that.
Yeah, that's your dark tan and water.
I know. I
You
know.
want that crystal clear.
That'd be the only reason I would do it, though, is to finish it.
Yeah.
That'd be
But
the
man,
only...
then you get into that tidal water. You need to know your tides. If the tides hit, the tides change constantly.
It's
So,
either going to be a 3-night trip or a 2-week.
we would have to know when the tides are coming in, and what if the tides were coming in during the day instead of night? We'd have to do night kayaking.
Yeah.
It's not very
And
fun.
we did that once on the Mad River, and it was epic terrible.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Uh,
Everglades is a blast, though, they say.
Yeah.
So, that's,
So you posted a video, or you sent me a picture the other day of a kayak on this crystal clear water. Do you think you could find that real quick and show everybody?
I bet
It looks like the kayak is floating in air
Yeah.
because the water's so clear. That's what Colonel wants. And I know there are springs in Florida. Juniper Springs, gosh, I hiked by several of them. One, Clearwater, maybe. I mean, there's all kinds of springs in Florida where the water looks like that, but I don't know if the whole river looks like that. I know there is one river that has that crystal clear water. I saw a video.
In
of that.
Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like coming out of one of those springs. So that is an option or a possibility. Texas, yes. Oh, that was my wife again. Of course you want to go to Texas. She wants to drop us off at a Texas river so she can go
So,
visit
let me get
Chip and
this.
Joanna Gaines in Waco.
Oh, okay. So let's, if that... even-
Angle it the right angle.
Yeah.
There, see that, guys? Look at that water.
Looks like he is hovering.
Yeah.
And-
Where is that at? That's where Colonel wants to go.
Something like sandy, not rocks, tropical,
Yeah.
crystal clear, clean.
The water almost looked like that in North Manitou Island, Michigan.
Really?
Yeah, but obviously we're not going to go
bit
up there and
chilly
kayak when it's
now.
30 degrees. Been watching your little Miami River video and plan on doing it. Yes, that's a great time to do it too. The water's up. That's a perfect time to do it. Because when I went, it was starting to get a little low, but then I finished it off with a torrential record flooding, which was really, really fun, but very sketchy. Colonel would have got eaten alive.
Oh, I don't know about that. What, in northern Michigan?
No, on that torrential flooding, record flooding on the Little Miami.
Oh,
Someone was just commenting about doing
yeah.
the Little Miami in May.
I don't know. I think I'd have made it. I mean, I did the,
you probably
what
would.
was the one I did where I had to rescue you?
Always on the go, heck yeah.
That was the
You rescued me?
me and David.
Yeah.
You lost your kayak?
Oh,
I braved the high
Darby,
water.
Big Darby
Big
Creek in
Darby,
Plain
that's
City.
right,
Yeah, that
yeah.
flows down into the Scioto, down by
Yeah.
Circleville.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, this time's gonna slip by quickly. Let's move on to something else.
Yep.
So I got a notification, a text from one of my buddies who is starting his FKT tonight, fastest known time. Leonidas is making his 5th attempt on the Alabama section of the Pinhoti. The Pinhoti Trail is a 350-mile trail through Alabama and Georgia, and 180 miles of it is in Alabama, and Leonidas is going for the fastest known time. He's starting at midnight. Talk about an odd time to start. So Colonel and I were having an argument about this on my way here. Is starting at midnight early or late?
I think if you're starting on the 4th at midnight, it's late.
Well,
if you're starting
obviously.
on the 5th, at midnight, it's early.
Yeah.
This is my, glass
Yeah,
half full, half empty.
Go Leonidas. That dude's a beast. He is, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know. I've done the Palmetto Trail with Leonidas, and it was we were hiking like 4.2 miles an hour together. I mean, we were both pushing each other hard because we were like, that was the first time we'd ever met, and I could feel it. I could feel who's the faster, stronger hiker. We were pushing each other hard. In the end, I'm gonna have to give the nod to Leonidas, man. I think he finally took me on about mile after the 120 miles. I'd had enough, and I was tired of pushing. I was ready to slow down and relax. But Leonidas has one speed. That guy's a beast. So hopefully he's successful on his 5th attempt of the Pinhoti.
Yep.
Go Leonidas.
Yeah. Good luck, buddy.
I got a comment on the video that came out tonight about my Perception kayak. Carl and I were briefly talking about this right when the live stream started. I love my Perception kayak. It's a Perception Hook 10.5. I wish it was maybe a little bit longer, and it does have some kind of a deformed bulge in the bottom of it, which didn't come stock that way.
It was a modification.
So I bought mine secondhand from Facebook Marketplace, still new in the wrapper. But the guy kept it up inside of his little outbuilding shed, like a little mower shed, up in the rafters. And it probably got up to like 120 degrees in there in the summertime. And the way it was sitting on one of the rafter boards, let's see, this is my kayak, sitting on one of the rafter boards, it had made a little divot in the bottom of the kayak.
Yeah.
So I've tried to get that out numerous times with putting heavy concrete blocks on it, keeping it in my hot greenhouse, hoping it would kind of mold back to shape, but it never holds. I put it in my truck and it's like, boop, pops right back up. So I've just learned to live with it. But man, that kayak is the perfect size for me. It's comfortable. It holds my backpack in the back perfectly. I don't want to sit on top. I like to sit inside, and I have room behind the seat for packing stuff back in there, room up front. I've added a little net up in front in the cargo area to like put t-shirts and things. So yeah, that's a great kayak. I highly recommend the Perception. It doesn't have to be the Angler, the hook kayak, but they make another one.
That's kind of the fishing version.
Yeah, they also make a 10.5. It's not the fishing version. It's just this thing, same thing. Oil canning from extreme heat. Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what it was. That's the term. You actually told me that's what it was one time. Oil canning.
Oh,
or someone did, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would definitely in the market for another kayak. I might start looking around for something new to try. Maybe something that's a 12-footer, a little longer for these, maybe some bigger rivers. But for a nice, tight, windy river, small, tight, windy river, I like my Perception.
Yeah.
It worked out great on the little Manistee great boats. My son has a Pescador Pro 10. Okay, I'll check that one out. Thanks, man.
Nice. Okay.
All right, next on the list of things to discuss, I got to give a big shout out to my son Blake. He's 20 years old, and last night, in the middle of the night, his YouTube channel hit 100,000 subscribers.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Blake. I'm just blown away, man. I actually texted, you guys probably all know Bryce Newbold, another backpacker from Ohio. I was actually texting with Bryce about 6 weeks ago about my FKT. I actually was browsing YouTube and I ran across his channel and noticed that we were both at 41,000 and my son. All three of us were at 41,000 on the same day, subscribers.
Wow.
And me and Bryce were texting back and forth. So that tells you how fast my son's channel is growing. I'm at 44. I don't know what Bryce is at. He's probably similar to mine. But Blake's has skyrocketed. He got like 40,000 subscribers in less than a month.
Man alive.
Unbelievable, man. So he's actually a full-time YouTuber now. He's in the process of moving out of our home and getting his own place. I mean, the guy's the kid. To me, he's still my kid. He's doing really well. Very impressive. Man, he can make a killer thumbnail. He's got the filming and editing process down. So he's right up there in my book with Dan Becker and Steven from My Life Outdoors. Yeah, they might have a little bigger channels than Blake, my son Blake, but man alive, his views. He puts a video out and it's 25, 35, 45,000 views in like a couple days, and then
Man alive.
a couple weeks later it'll be almost 500,000 views. It's incredible how when your channel gets picked up by the algorithm, how it just takes off. Unbelievable. But he's doing a great job. Keep it up. You'll be at 1 million before you know it.
That's right.
All right. I don't really have anything else to talk about tonight. I want to keep this short and sweet. Do you have any other?
What's this say down here?
Oh, yeah. Oh, a couple things. I forgot to talk about my FKT updates. So 2 more things. First, 2 days ago, I did a presentation down in Dayton at the Cox Arboretum about all things backpacking, kayak camping, ultra running, a little bit of farming, and my recent FKT. Actually, all my FKTs. So they gave me an hour and a half to stand up. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay, guys, I forgot to tell you what my son's channel was if you want to check it out. His name's Blake, but he kind of got a nickname from his cousins and Blocketh, like Blacketh. So he went with Blocketh Outdoors. It used to be Wish Life Outdoors, but he recently changed it to Blocketh Outdoors. So check out Blocketh Outdoors. Go give him a sub. He's really into air rifles and a lot of hunting and trapping and fishing, but yeah, mostly concentrating on air rifles and different size calibers of pellets, different types of pellets. Just a really, really good channel. So back to my presentation, I got an hour and a half. I spoke in front of a crowd of about 50 or 60 people. It was a great, great time. And so good news and bad news. The good news is I did well. I was pretty happy with how it went. I didn't really have any big mistakes or blunders during my speech, and I felt, I had the jitters maybe just a little bit when I started, but then I felt perfectly confident and comfortable. So I had my camera set up, my Canon G7X Mark III, and I was filming the whole thing because I thought I might put it on YouTube, and the darn thing shut off after 30 minutes maybe, right when I was getting into my good stuff about my FKTs. I was so upset, man. It turned out great. I had a lav mic on. I even had their microphone for the loudspeaker, or not loudspeakers, but their speaker system in the room. So I had 2 lav mics on and my camera running, and I got half my speech and the rest of it was lost. So upset, man.
And it didn't even come on the audio? You didn't get?
Yeah, but no one recorded it.
You know, your lav mic doesn't record audio.
No, it makes
Without
the
the
sound.
camera.
Right, it just goes right to the
Oh,
camera.
okay,
So when the camera
gotcha.
shut off, it was a done deal. Man, I can never get that back, and I don't think anybody recorded it. I'm gonna ask them to see if they have a voice recording, but I don't think they do. But yeah, they were asking me if I wanted to speak at the Adventure Summit, which is in Dayton on February 10th. So I'm still considering that. I might do like a condensed version of my challenge hikes and FKTs instead of a whole hour and a half, because I probably only get 20 or 30 minutes to present on that if I decide to do that. But I don't know if I want to commit to something on February 10th because I'm busy in the greenhouses growing tomatoes, and that's when I go to the Palmetto Trail. I still have like 200 and some miles left on the Palmetto Trail, and I want to do a winter hike down there.
So you're FKT in Florida?
No FKTs, guys. I told you, those are done, man. No, I got some small ones I still might be interested in, but no, I'm done with these long things. What else was I was getting ready to mention? Oh, the FKT update. So my FKT was officially approved yesterday.
Oh, nice. I did not know
Yes.
that. Congratulations.
Thank you. So it is official. 6 days, 9 hours, and 32 minutes. The overall fastest known time on the Sheltoe Trace. So feel really good about that. The recovery process is going pretty good. I have something going on in my left kneecap. I don't know what it is. I was studying tendons and ligaments of the knee today, trying to just get a visual of maybe which ligament or tendon is giving me a problem. It's hard to explain. It almost feels like it's on top of my kneecap. It's just such a strange area. Maybe the top inner right side of my left kneecap. Yeah, it almost feels like it's painful when I move it back and forth. When I hold it in one position, I don't really notice it. The right ankle is almost back to normal. I walked a mile with my wife yesterday and a half mile today. And I felt fine. I could probably go out and run a little bit, but I'm gonna give it another week and then maybe get back into a little bit of light running just to maintain the fitness that I have. Because I do have a couple of, I still want to run some ultra races next year in my new 50-year-old age group. Show these old 50-year-olds what's up.
There you go. So what is it, like a 10-year, like a 50 to 59?
I like it when they go 5x5s because then I was in that upper 45 to 49.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Most of the time, 90% of the time, they're 10 years. So yeah,
Okay.
This year I'll be in the new age group, 50 to 59.
So that's a tight spot. I mean, because you're going to be smoking those 58-year-olds.
Maybe.
Maybe?
I don't know,
Okay.
I don't know. We'll
All
see.
right.
There's some pretty fit guys out there.
All right.
So, all right. Anything else coming up?
Nothing coming up?
No big news in your life, Colonel?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of quiet tonight, looks like.
Just waiting on a good southern river with a warm temperature.
All right. Well, we're going to sign off here and enjoy this fire for a few minutes, and then I'm going to get home to my family and enjoy the last remaining hours of this beautiful weekend.
Yeah, not much left, and the time change has just been glorious.
Oh.
I mean, dark and dismal.
What do you guys
5
think about the time change? Yeah, it's the stupidest thing.
Oh, just leave it in summertime mode.
Yeah, it's retarded. Now it's dark at 5:30.
Yeah,
Here in
it's just
Ohio,
awful.
it's just stupid. Maybe
So-
it's better on the East Coast, or what would it be doing on the East Coast? It'd be getting brighter even sooner. It gets even
Yeah.
darker. It's like dark at 5 o'clock on the
I
East
just
Coast
feel
now.
like it's, you know, what is it now? It's 8 something, 8:30?
Yeah.
8:32.
It's terrible. What-
And it
who was
feels
that?
like it's 11.
Oh, I missed it.
Always on the go says have a great night.
Okay.
Always on the go hates it too. Mark Cummins says you be good.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, thanks, guys.
Yep.
Just a short live stream tonight. We'll be back for another one sometime next week, probably.
Alrighty.
All right. Enjoy your weekend.
See ya. And we're cleared.